Hey everyone! Today I will be talking about Kikenya Nataya's A Girl Who Demanded School. Kikenya is a Kenyan-born woman who experienced female genital mutilation at the young age of 13. For those of you who do not know, female genital mutilation is the removal of part of the vagina, which is usually the clitoris. It happens to women in many African countries as well as areas in the Middle East. Women usually undergo this procedure between the ages of infancy and 15. This is performed for religious and traditional reasons, even though it serves absolutely no benefit to women. It's extremely painful, unsanitary, and unethical. It is performed with dull tools that are often dirty, which can cause infection and result in death. Women often spend weeks recovering from the painful procedure, and some never fully heal. It can also result in problems with childbirth and infertility. This procedure goes against women and violates human rights. Kikenya told her story and explains how she demanded school in exchange of her womanhood. The main message that Kikenya is trying to get across is that female genital mutilation is done in order to take control over a woman's sexuality based on cultural beliefs. If we want equality between the sexes, female genital mutilation needs to end. Women need to be able to control their own sexuality, which can lead to better educated and more developed countries. Kikenya's speech was very inspirational. She moved the audience, but was also comedic at times, to lighten the mood. Kikenya always paused after she said something This gave the audience time to register what she was saying, so they could sympathize with Kikenya. It made the speech very emotional. She explained what female genital mutilation was, so the audience knew what she was talking about right from the start. She used easy to understand language, so all different audiences could watch and enjoy her video. Kikenya was very good at pronouncing her words. Having a Kenyan accent, I thought the speech may be hard to understand. Her pace and pronunciation made the speech understandable as well as interesting. Kikenya's speech was anything but boring. She avoided monotone and matched her tone with the content of the speech. When she was discussing a dark topic, like when she was mutilated, she talked in a serious, sad voice. When she talked about a light subject, like when she saw snow for the first time in the USA, she talked happily and laughed. Kikenya's change in voice kept the audience intrigued the entire time. Kikenya's body language was very inviting. She motioned towards the audience as well as made eye contact with many people. Her body language was vital to her presentation because of the way she made you feel personally. It was like she was talking to you about her story and not just in front of an audience. She was determined when she talked about women empowerment. She spoke proudly when she told the audience about the foundation she started, which was formed to educate young women in Kenya and save them from mutilation. Kikenya's techniques assisted her topic and showed us how serious and conflicting female mutilation really is. Kikenya's story was invigorating. She spoke with confidence of a brighter future for the Kenyan women. Her oral tactics were the icing on the cake of a beautiful and moving presentation. Female mutilation is most common in African countries. Millions of women and girls fall victim to this cruel violation. Many cases have resulted in death due to excessive bleeding and infection. Many of the women who lived through it speak out about the issue and join the force against female genital mutilation. Miaza Garadu is an Ethiopian teenage girl who underwent the procedure at only 10 years old. She has convinced some of the people of her village to go against female mutilation and not allow it to happen to their children. Though Miaza only made a small difference in her community, she has still made progress. With an issue like this, every little bit counts. Kikenya did what many girls wouldn't ever think to do. She demanded education in exchange for the mutilation. She gave up her body in exchange for an opportunity. Kikenya's opportunity has helped change the world. She started a foundation to educate young girls and save them from mutilation. The unfortunate thing is that even though Kikenya has made such a big difference, millions of women are still mutilated and deprived of their rights each year. This form of male entitlement needs to end if we want to give women the opportunities they deserve and achieve equality. If this mutilation continues, women will remain oppressed and never be able to reach their full potential. This topic is controversial because women are literally not accepted by society if they do not go through the ceremony and receive the procedure. An article from Aaron News explains how men will not marry a woman who has not been circumcised. It is absolutely out of the question. Many girls run away in fear of the mutilation. One unknown girl speaks out about her experience. They grabbed me first because I was the youngest. After that, they held me down and cut me. It hurt so much and I screamed. I can still remember the lady who did it now. This shows how destructive and traumatic this can be for young women and how it can affect their lives forever. For each mutilation, an opportunity is wasted. A girl will be permanently scarred and equality will be harder to achieve. Kenya stood before us with the confidence of a brighter tomorrow, with hope and determination that women's genital mutilation can and will be defeated. Kenya's inspiration added so much interest to her presentation. She explained her story in an unbiased way. She told people the ugly truths of the mutilation and how many women it affects. Kenya shared her story for the purpose of educating people so they can help make a difference, not pity herself and look for attention. Kenya gives girls hope for an equal future. Kenya captures your attention with her unbelievable story and keeps you intrigued by her inspiring words that make even the most doubtful people have hope for a better and brighter future. This is such a serious topic, and it is important to enlighten people so they too can help make a difference. Kenya spoke to me on a certain level that made me want to help these women overcome discrimination. Her speech moved many people and opened the eyes of hundreds. Her presentation was intriguing and informative. She was calm and serious and joyful when it was appropriate. Her story was personal, and I felt an easy connection with her. She made me put myself in the shoes of a mutilated woman, which helped me understand and empathize these women. Kenya was faced with a challenge that many women never emotionally overcome. Not only did Kenya overcome her challenge, she embraced it and started her foundation, Kenya's Center for Excellence, which saves hundreds of girls from mutilation and educates them. She is giving these girls an opportunity they would never have had otherwise. Kenya's courage has saved the lives of many and has created a future where women equality is possible.